Sometimes we get tired of those good guys and white knights in anime. That's why we're going to need some dark anti-heroes or villains in our show. Today, we're going to go over 10 anime where the main character is pure evil. Let's get started. 10. Michiko to Hatchin. If you're tired of the boys, then it's time for some girl power. Michiko to Hatchin is about a girl named Michiko who breaks out of a high-security prison for the 4th time in search of a man from her past. On the other side, we have Hannah Morenos, a young girl trapped under the fists of her abusive foster family. Hannah wants someone to rescue her, and Michiko turns out to be that person. But their so-called escape plan doesn't work very well when they have a whole police force and a criminal syndicate chasing after them. This show has a bit of a Western feel to it, and don't worry, you'll definitely get some good action. Our main female lead isn't the type of girl to shy away from violence, so expect some bloodbaths in this one. 9. Gankutsuo. Ever heard of the novel The Count of Monte Cristo? Gankutsuo is the anime version of that novel. There are a few changes, with a vivid art style and some controversial character designs, but the story remains the same. The anime gives the story a rather futuristic setting where there is war between Earth and the alien-dominated Eastern Empire. While on a trip to the moon-based lunar city, Viscount Albert de Mercerf meets a man known as the Count. The Count soon invades the lives of Albert and his family, and then starts pulling out schemes to bring the downfall of the noble families. If you're a fan of the Western classic, then you shouldn't miss out on this one. 8. Blade and Soul. We all know how anime adaptations of video games go along, right? Well, Blade and Soul also have controversial reviews, but it gets most of the elements done correctly. It's based on a Korean fantasy martial arts massively multiplayer online role-playing game, and the anime only adapts a single storyline of the game series. The anime focuses on the character of Alka, as she's hired by a group of villagers as a mercenary against the armies of the Param Empire. Through her journey, Alka learns a lot about the evil machinations of the Empire and her own past related to it. Like I said, this is based on a game, so expect all those 3D action sequences and special moves to be in anime form. Trust me, it's a joy to watch. 7. Rurouni Kenshin.
新時代明治を切り開いた最強の男抜刀斎しかし彼は動乱の終わりとともに
There are plenty of samurai anime to commend this culture, but one show that fits her niche perfectly is Rurouni Kenshin. So during the Bakamutsu era, there lived a legendary assassin known as Hitokiri Batusai, and his name was enough to strike fear among his opponents. But tired of the war and violence, Hitoriki retired from the war and now travels as a cheerful swordsman. He has vowed not to kill anyone and has left his old life behind. This is where he meets Kaoru Kamiya in her kendo dojo. Since he's wandering and she's alone, the wandering samurai lives together with his girl, but that's not without adventures. Our samurai has a dark past, so that's where the evil part comes in. But if you hate evil, then you can find some nice blossoming romance in this anime as well. 6. Jigoku Shuju.
罪に溺れ執行のためいっぺん死んでみる
Have you ever wondered what would happen if there was a website that can send your enemies straight to hell if you write their name on it? Yeah, more like an advanced version of Death Note. And their fates will be decided by a girl named Ai Enma. Dubbed as the Hell Girl, her job is to judge whether the ones dragged to hell are innocent or guilty. It's better than your average job, to be honest, but if you think this anime is all about Enma passing judgment to a couple of poor souls, then you're heavily mistaken. It delves deep into the stories of each person and forces you to sympathize with them. If you love some mystery with an evil lolly, then here's the show for you. 5. Zettai Karen Children The Unlimited. When a white-haired man destroys a helicopter with a flick from his wrist, you know how overpowered he is. This anime follows Kyusuke Hyubu, who is an Esper with supernatural powers. A betrayal leaves him strong and overpowered, but his kind heart still rescues innocents. The anime shows his struggle to rescue espers who are hunted by humans and how he gains the royalty of rescued espers. The plot, the story, and even the characters manage to hook you up, and unlike most anime, the show doesn't drop off the hype it built up in the first episode. This is a spin-off of the original Zettai Karen Children, so both the fans and non-fans of the original show can watch this one. 4. Saga of Tanya the Evil.
機関らは再び上官の命令に逆らうというのだな。
Have you seen little girls with guns to go to war? Oh, and they're flying and killing hundreds of enemies too. If you want to see what I'm speaking about, then Saga of Tanya the Evil is the show for you. After an average Japanese salaryman is killed, a mysterious entity known as the Being X transports him to a war-torn world and turns him into a girl named Tanya. Tanya has an increased hatred towards Being X, whom she refers to as God, and to survive in the world and take her revenge, she decides to enroll in the military academy and rise to the top. Don't ignore this anime because the main character of the story is a girl. She can easily kill you before you can open your mouth. 3. Hellsing Ultimate. Want to see the most dangerous vampire of all time? Nope, this guy won't knock on your window and suck your blood at night. He's going to shoot you down with bullets and laugh over your corpse. Hellsing is an organization that's dedicated to stopping evil entities such as vampires, and the organization has a great tool in their possession called Alucard. This anime shows his conflicts with various opposing factions in the world and the duels with his archenemy Alexander Anderson. At times, Hellsing Ultimate may feel like a loosely tied gore fest, but the anime knows how to weave its supernatural elements along with its bloody action to deliver an action-packed anime everyone can love. 2. 91 Days. It's really difficult to write revenge stories. Sometimes you end up making the protagonist too edgy, or two revenge elements take over the plot. And then there's 91 Days, an anime that pulls out a barrage of twists and mysteries to assist its revenge plot and puts all of that on the shoulder of this one emotionless, overpowered main character who chases after the Vanetti Mafia family. It has guns, lots and lots of blood, and is the ideal combination of a Western show like John Wick and a more Japanese one like Gangster. If you need some great action mixed in with cool characters and a fast-paced story, then this is the anime for you. 1. Redo the Healer.
自分のものとしていた。
I'm pretty sure this doesn't even need any introductions. This is the anime that shook Twitter by its throat when it was released. Redo of Healer is about a healer abused by his teammates back in the day and now wants to take revenge. What differs this story from many other stories of the same niche is the villainous main character. While other protagonists of revenge anime may live up to a specific moral code, Kyaruga in Redo of Healer has no morality at all. Forgiveness is a foreign word in this guy's vocabulary, so don't expect him to go soft on any of his villains. If you're a fan of grimdark shows, then let me tell you, this is one of the darkest shows of all time. So, there goes 10 anime where the main character is pure evil. As usual, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notifications so you can be updated as soon as we release a new video. Stay safe, anime fans, and I'll see you in the next video.